Hey guys, MCU Collector here with a new video, and this video is a different video than I wanted to do originally today because my X Factor 2-pack pre-order from GameStop was delivered today. However, it was delivered to the apartment office, which closed at 5:30, and I didn't get off until like 5:15, and I had to go to my kids right after work, so I didn't get a chance to pick it up. I didn't know that it was delivered at the apartment office. When it said delivered, I assumed it was going to be delivered at my door like UPS should have done, but it was not. So no X Factor 2-pack for me today. I will get it tomorrow, at some point tomorrow, but I will have it and I will do the review. Hopefully then I will have my kids, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get to it tomorrow or not. But in this video, I did get something else today, and this was at my door, unlike UPS. This came FedEx. But Tyler, hand me this. So here.
Hi.
Here is the Marvel Legends roleplay, the Gamerverse from the Future Fight mobile game, the Punisher War Machine. Now this one looks awesome. Now I think I've seen some pictures of it out of the box where it just doesn't look as good, so I'm a little worried about that. But we'll open it up, we'll take out the features, we'll throw some batteries in there off camera, and then we'll compare it to some of the other helmets, because I have all the other helmets. I really have actually all the other Marvel Legends roleplay stuff. The only thing I don't have is actually the new Captain America shield. I have the original right there. I have the metal. Can you see that? Adjust that a little bit. You can see it right there. Put that down and drop that. It's the metal one. So I have all of them except for that new shield, and I just don't think I'm gonna get that shield, even though it's the last one. I just don't really need it. Can you grab the box cutter for me, please?
I got keys right here.
You have a key? I don't work and I want to use a key, but all right. So we're gonna open this thing up and see how it looks. Again, from what some pictures that I've seen, it just doesn't really look, it just didn't come out very good. And then one thing that I'm concerned about, and I'm just kind of confused at and unsure of, is that people, when I reviewed the Punisher War Machine figure, the fan channel exclusive, the variant, the Marvel 80 Years one, a lot of people were saying that, you know, in the video game, he didn't even wear the helmet. He just went, I guess, without the helmet. He had the Punisher, or he had the War Machine suit, you know, with the skull painted over it or whatever, but he didn't actually use the helmet. Now, the Hot Toys figure actually is releasing a version of it, and he does actually have the helmet like this, and it does include a Frank Castle unhelmeted head. So I'm a little confused at what this is. Now, Future Fight, I've played before, but it was a long time ago. Tyler brought me the figure, so you know, there's no skull painted on the helmet, because this is a comic figure, not the video game or anything like that. So we know that that's how it's supposed to be. Can you put that down?
Yeah.
So it's just weird that they would do a whole helmet for it, but the helmet not actually be in the game. So if I could get some clarification, you guys that play Future Fight, you guys let me know down in the comments below, because I just don't get it. And yes, this is a very easy thing for Hasbro to do since they did the Iron Man helmet. It is the same thing, just obviously with the different deco on it.
They did it a lot, huh?
I know. Will you get that out of the box for me? So while my son's getting that out of the box.
Yeah.
It's a little dusty, but here is the Iron Man helmet. And you can see it lights up and everything. And again, this is one where the faceplate of it can come off. So it's pretty cool. This was the very first one that I got. I actually got this and the Captain America shield at the same time. I picked them up at a great clearance price at a Target store. And I know even at the time, not a lot of Targets had these. Toys R Us, for the most part, did. Some Targets, the larger ones, there was a Super Target in Atwater, California, where they went clearance down to like 30 bucks each, and that's when I got it. And then I got hooked ever since then. So here's the Iron Man one, and I get, you know what's crazy is when these release, people pick them up right away, and then they're dead. Nobody gets them. They all go clearance, super cheap. And then a few months later, everybody wants them again, and then the value and the prices skyrocket. I think at this one time, this thing got up to $300. It's like, why did you just pay the $100 when it came out, right? So it's just kind of a weird thing, and I think they all kind of went that way. And Hasbro actually has re-released some of those. I know they re-released the regular Captain America shield a couple times. They've re-released this one, not really like in stores. You can get them through like fan channels and things like that. So it's like, you know, what's going on? The Mjolnir, That one's gotten released again, but that one value skyrocketed. Star-Lord's helmet, same thing happened to that. It's like, why anybody get that before? So here is the Punisher War Machine helmet on a little head. Hold on, you got it right there.
Oh, nice.
So you can kind of see. So just kind of what I thought from the box. So in the box, it makes it kind of look real gritty and just kind of spray painted on there. This looks super white and super clean. So not exactly to how they kind of showed it off in the first initial images. Let's get that off your head. But I don't know, it does look pretty good. There's some cool weathering things that they did with it that I could really appreciate. Like if you look at the side, you can see all the scuff parts. So, you know, like the black would be painted on and then that paint's all kind of scraped off so you get the silver portions. So that's all that stuff is painted on there. And you know what, that actually looks very clean and very realistic. Like it, you know, if you scraped up against the side, how it would look. So that does look really good, especially in some of the portions in here. You guys could see that. That came out looking really good all throughout there on how that looks. But
You don't have anywhere to put
it's
it.
just kind of bright. That's kind of how my thing is. And then there's just kind of like these brown, dirty marks there. It's like, why is it like a dirty brown color?
It looks a lot better on the box.
Yeah, so you look at the box.
Expectations.
Expectations versus reality, right? Just how it looks. But it's still
It's still decent.
It's still decent. It's still good. It's just the skull, the white of it looks a lot more weathered and not as clean as what we see here. Now they tried to do some things kind of in here. You could see a little speckles and things like that, but it looked a lot heavier based on the initial promo images. But again, the weathering throughout is all still really cool. So let's see, is this red lenses, so that's going to be really cool. So off camera right now, I'm going to throw some batteries in this and we'll see what kind of sound effects and things it makes, things like that, and then we'll try it on. You'll see me wearing it, so stay tuned for that. Just be a second really for you guys here. Okay, so we are back and I got the batteries in and something's a little bit tricky. So I took the batteries out, put the batteries back in because something I think is going on with this one, which is a little unfortunate. See, this one seems to be working fine. You see the light up eyes on the Iron Man thing, and I'm trying to figure this out. Bear with me. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see anything. I don't know what's going on the screen. So we're gonna try and figure this out. So there were some complications, and I barely got them to light up, and I have to kind of see what's going on. So we're gonna. Did they light up?
Huh?
Did it light up?
I don't know. I can't see my lights on.
You can't see it? So we don't know what's going on here.
I took mine off.
So there's supposed to be a thing. There's a button in here. Did it light up?
Yeah.
It still didn't light up. See, we don't know what's going on, but does it look cool? Can you even understand what I'm saying through the helmet? So I don't know what's going on. So I can't seem to get it to work because this button, I'm pressing the button inside here and nothing's happening. So if I get the Iron Man one, give me the Iron Man helmet.
Okay.
Hold that. So you see how this one, it's the lights stay on. It's like I can't get the lights to turn off on this one. And see, so I push the button, the lights come on and it makes the sound effect. So that's what's supposed to happen. And then like if I remove the face mask, then it makes that noise. If I put the face mask back on, then it makes that same noise. But this
And it
one,
lights up.
and it lights up, and you can see that it's lighting up. So hold that. So that's what's supposed to happen with this one. And that's not what's happening with this one, so I don't really know what's going on.
You still got Black Panther, Ant-Man, Star-Lord, and you got the 2 Infinity Gauntlets.
There's no other buttons. I'm pushing the button in here, and I'm not getting anything. So I don't know what's going on. They're brand new batteries that I put in here. So we're gonna kind of mess with it a little bit more and see what's going on, because I don't know. So we'll see. We'll get back. Okay, so messing around a little bit. So I got something going on with my face mask because I put the Iron Man one onto the Punisher War Machine, and it lights up. Can't get it off. So it lights up just fine. So there's something going on with, where do you have it? Where'd you put it?
What?
The Punisher one. Give me it. Stop
Here.
this. Okay. So there's something going on with this. This isn't hitting the magnet. contacts aren't quite hitting. So I got like one piece here that seems to be kind of pushed in, or something's going on to where it's not really hitting the contacts just right. So that's what's going on. So I'm gonna try and mess with it a little bit to see if I can get it to work, but that's what's going on. So be careful with some of these things. You know, you got these mass-produced things. There might be some problems kind of here and there. So let me see if I can mess with it a little bit more. All right, guys, so I'm getting pretty frustrated with this thing. For $100, right, it should work. So I know what the problem is. So there's the connectors right there. Those 3 dots right there, those little pins connect to right there. So the problem is they're not getting a clear connection. It's not fitting on there quite right. So it's kind of unfortunate. So to show you guys kind of how it's supposed to look, so I'll just kind of pull this out, and you can actually adjust this piece here, which I didn't even know that with the Iron Man one. So I just have it out, I bent it down, and I'm gonna connect it on there so it works. So you guys can see how it looks. Let's see if it'll, so there are the light up eyes. So if this were to work properly and you have the eyes kind of lit up properly, this thing would be pretty awesome. It looks cool by itself, but because it's not working properly, it's kind of a bummer. Yeah, so there are the lights on. So for whatever reason, I just kind of have to hold it right, and there it is. So that would look really cool. So if only I can kind of get it to fit right. And I don't know what the problem is, why the Iron Man helmet one works, whereas this one just doesn't. Feels like it just doesn't come together all the way tight right here, and that's causing the problem. So I don't know. I don't really know how to fix that, but that's what's going on with mine. So I guess I need to try and see if I can get a replacement. Tried to give you guys a good review of it because this thing looks pretty awesome, actually. You know, the white, as you can see, I'm having all kinds of problems with it. It shouldn't be doing this because it keeps thinking that the helmet is, the face mask is coming off when it's not. But again, it is really cool. It was done nicely. The weathering that they put throughout the helmet is pretty awesome. You know, the top there, all throughout, even the back of it has got a bunch going on both sides. So they did a lot of really cool things here in the front, even on the inside right there. So there's a lot of cool things. It's just unfortunate that it's not really working out for me, which really sucks because I was pretty excited to get this one because I thought, you know, it's different, it's pretty cool, it's awesome. But again, the weathering, they did really cool things. They even put like scratches into the weathering, so it's not like a real scratch that's in there, if you can even see that. So really cool things throughout, just unfortunate mine couldn't work. So sorry about that, guys. Tried to show you a good video and do it. I just got real frustrated with it. You got to see the Iron Man one, so the face plates are interchangeable because again, they are the same exact thing. They're just kind of going around. And I never did a video before for this before, but you got to see my son messing around with the nano gauntlet, the power gauntlet, whatever they call it. So I do have all the pieces. This thing is pretty cool. So you can do that. It's a little switch part, so you can do that and keep the fingers in place. And then you have all the Infinity Stones lit up. So really cool. I'm just kind of bummed out about this. But hey, if you guys have it, is yours working? Or did you have problems with yours as well? I'm sure mine's just a one-off of the thousands and thousands that have been made. I'm sure that I just happened to get one that was a little bit defective. It happens. I'll either try and get an exchange or reach out to Hasbro, see what they can do. But yeah, I'm a little bummed out. But I'll get another one. I'm sure I'll get a replacement, so it's a little unfortunate. But you guys let me know down in the comments below. Were you at least entertained by this video of me not being able to get this thing figured out? It's my son in the background waving this thing around. Fun for you guys. Let me know down in the comments below. Sorry it wasn't the best video, but I tried. But anyway, if you guys liked it, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. I don't actually know where it is. Maybe it's under here for you guys, wherever it is. Subscribe, and thank you for watching. Appreciate it.